Live with another one. Mm. Oh, shoot. Come on. Oh my gosh. This mic stand is a nightmare. I'm gonna give people time to get in the room, but I want to thank Izzy, Chandra, Renee, Alexandra for the donations last time they contributed. Thank you so much. Especially to Alexandra. Thank you so much. But Izzy, Chandra, Renee. Oh yeah, Renee, I still haven't gotten the soups yet. The ones that were mailed. I don't understand why this thing is giving me such problems. But I'll work on it later. We're gonna give people time to get in the room. But this one is about staying focused on the objective. What's going on, truth? Trying a different time. Keep changing the times up. Because I know in a week it's really, really hard because a lot of people work, you know what I'm saying? So with a lot of people working, I'm just trying different times of the day to see which one is best. Blinded by the truth, what's going on? We're gonna be talking about staying focused, guys. Just an update. Well, my health, I've been sick, better. What's going on? The dogs are right here. Thank you, truth. The dogs is right here. They would just sleep on me just a second ago. Health-wise, it's been a little up and down, but next week, actually on Monday the 14th, I have the PET scan to see if the cancer's spreading. And then I have an appointment with the Myrtle Beach Hospital to see if they're gonna do surgery on my neck and go in here and cut and see what else they can remove, and then the rest of it will be done by chemo and radiation. So that's what's coming up next health-wise. But we're gonna be talking about staying focused. But again, Izzy, Chandra, Renee, and Alexandra, thanks for the contributions earlier this week. Or was it last week? It was last week. And guys, I got rent coming up on Wednesday, so any contributions will help, guys. But we're gonna be getting back to talking about staying focused. And me and Miss Choi have been talking, and I think I got a really good live coming up. She gave me a really good idea for a topic that's coming up during this upcoming week about the Nephilim DNA. Me and Miss Choi has been talking about this, and I think that this will be a really good video for everybody out there online. So pay attention this week, guys, because there'll be more content coming out, and that's going to be a really good live that I think you guys might really benefit from, about the Nephilim, the fallen angels, and narcissism and the spirit of narcissism. So if y'all got time during this week sometime, make sure you stay tuned and keep looking out for that one, because that's going to be a really good live, guys. If you want to donate to the channel, Cash App and PayPal are down below. Cash App, $ Anthony Young 1978. PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. Hit a thumbs up in the video, guys. It sends it up in the algorithm. And if you're not a member, go ahead and subscribe. But see, this is what we really, really need to know as chosen ones. Whenever we are lonely, we got to remember that God is isolating us. What's going on? What's going on? We got to remember God's isolating us. See, because God's going to pull you. God sends you into certain people's lives. Narcissists, NPCs, or just anybody's life. And that person is either you're there to help make that person's life better or help them on their walk in life, or that person is there to help you. But sometimes we have people that just so happen to be born with us that feel like just because they ain't going nowhere in life, they have no dreams, no aspirations, they don't want to do a damn thing, they don't want to be better, they don't want a legacy, they only care about themselves and what they can get. They think that because they operate that way and you're a family member to them, you're supposed to do the same shit. You're supposed to give up on your dreams and goals and aspirations, because if my brother don't want to be shit, then I shouldn't want to be shit. What's going on, Lady Bree? The soups haven't come yet. I'm still waiting on them, though. I keep checking with them, but I haven't seen anything. There's a lot of family members like this, whether it's brother and sister, mother and father, sister and brother, the whole dynamic. where your family feels like because you are part of their family, whatever dreams and goals they got in life, you got to have the same goals. So if you want to accomplish great things and be a legacy in and of yourself, if they don't see themselves wanting to be that big and powerful in the world, you got to give up on your dream. That's what your family thinks. They think that because you have to want the same shit they want, you got to want to do the same shit they do. That's why we as chosen ones get such a backlash or people pushing back against us, because remember, we're supposed to want to do the same dumb shit they doing. They ain't shit, so we ain't supposed to be shit. How dare you want to be somebody? This is funny and this is fucked up, y'all, but y'all let me know if you've seen this. What's going on? Have you seen Boondocks, the cartoon? Where the boy was sitting at the table, he was trying to, figure out who he was in the world. And he was like, his daddy's name was Mister. He said, Mister, I'm going to be a doctor when I grow up. And he said, nigga, did I just catch you trying to be somebody, and slapped him? This is what your family think. They think that because they don't want to be anybody or do anything special, you're not supposed to either. Which is another reason why they don't listen, they strongly dislike us. Because who are we to want to be better than we was before? They think that makes you think you better than them. Tell me I'm lying. You better than me. You think you better than me because you want to be somebody in this world, and they don't want to be nobody. You can't make somebody want to accomplish great things. And you also can't stop a motherfucker that wants to make great things happen. It goes both ways. But they feel like you're supposed to give up on yourself for the sake of the group. In some family groups, the whole family's been shit. All of them been bastards and losers and just really horrible people. And there's a lot of families out there that are like that. And then you got one person that comes along in that family and is doing the right things and trying to make something out of it, trying to make lemonade out of lemons. And the whole family goes against them because how dare you want to be somebody when I told you you wasn't supposed to be shit? Because they think they can decide your fate for you. Tell me the arrogance, the pride, the ego on these people. This is what's going to ultimately destroy them. That's why when God pulls you away from these people, you have to go. Because the next thing he's going to do is he's going to move in on these people. And he's going to exercise his judgment. Karma, if you will. People are about to get what they have given out. They're about to reap the rewards of everything that their hands and their mind has put into motion, whether it was positive or negative, whether they plan to help somebody or hurt somebody. They're going to reap those rewards, whatever they are. So when the Most High tells you got to leave, you got to go. You got to go. Because your safety and sometimes your life can be called for that. Because these people probably have done terrible things that you don't even know about. And they may be getting a judgment that's about to take their life. And when he tells you to leave, you don't need to be around them. You don't want to go down with the ship. You better get your ass on a lifeboat. And that's what this season is, guys. So I want us to remember to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? We may not understand the whole picture because we are merely players on this board. But when God tells you to move, you move just like that. All right, guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share this video on any social media formats that you have, guys, that people may actually benefit from this. So I encourage you to share it as much as you want to and with whomever you want to, guys. Hit thumbs up on the screen right there, guys. It sends it up in the algorithm and lets YouTube know it's a good video, guys. If you want to contribute to the channel, you don't have to, but if you can and feel the need to, guys, down in the description below this video is Cash App and PayPal. The most efficient way is Cash App is $ Anthony Young 1978. PayPal is Intuitive Anthony 1978. We have the supers available, the YouTube supers, and we have a GoFundMe for the upcoming surgery at Myrtle Beach Hospital and chemo and radiation that I'm going through right now with the cancer, guys. So anything you can give would be greatly appreciated, guys. Then there's another thing, guys. We also have to remember why we cut these people off. Why certain relationships don't work. or will never work. Because sometimes when you're away from a person, you know how they say absence makes the heart grow fonder? You sit there and you begin to romanticize your relationship with that person. Like, we had a lot of good times. Not really, you didn't. Not really, you didn't. They were performing for you. That wasn't who they really are. And when you look back on something that you haven't been around, you tend to romanticize it. You make it a little prettier and a little picturesque than it actually really was. It wasn't all sunshines and rainbows and kittens and skittles and shit. And the mind will tend to want to do that. The mind will tend to want to do that because they haven't seen that person in a while, so you're romanticizing them. But remember why you cut them off. Because for the first 5 minutes, if you saw that person today, the first 5 minutes, you're going to be remembering all the good times you had in the past. And then after that first 5 fucking minutes, you're going to understand why the hell y'all separated in the first place. They had to go their way, you have to go yours. That's understandable. To each their own. You know, you wish them well and let them go. But do not forget why you cut these people off. Because you're growing, evolving, and becoming a better version of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. These people ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going to be shit. Their babies ain't going to be shit. It's going to be the same thing. Because that's where they're at. They're comfortable where they're at, and leave them to have that. But you want more. So you got to go around and be in environments that have more. You see what I'm saying? That have more opportunity. You got to keep going. Because that's the only way that's going to satisfy your soul, is that you keep growing and evolving. I've been waiting all day long for that phone call, and the phone call comes on right when I go live. And that's a hospital call, and I think it's about the surgery and stuff I got coming up for the cancer I have, guys. That's why it's so important. If you can contribute, please do. But this is what it comes down to, guys. You got to remember why you cut them off. Because what I'm telling you is, there is going to be, you're going to constantly be pushing yourself to do greater and greater things. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is really nothing wrong with that. You do what you got to do. But sitting there while someone who gets mad at you every time you try to go for greatness, it's going to get old. It's going to get tiresome. It's going to get on your nerves. It's going to get on your nerves a lot. And you're going to have to let that person go. You're going to have to let them go. You can love them from where they at. You can still love them people across the street. You see what I'm saying? Talking about that's family. Yeah, they can still be family over the fuck there. They can still be family. They're just over there. You don't have to keep company with everybody. And I guess that chosen ones, as we get older and we wake up to the fact that the life is not all sunshine and rainbows, we really don't apologize for how we feel. We don't. And we should not. We should not apologize for how we feel. We really should not apologize for how we feel. We're going in two different directions, and that's nothing for them, and that's nothing for us. It just is what it is. And we can't apologize. All we can do is accept it and move the fuck on. And think about it this way too. If you go back to these same people that played with your time, played with your gifts, played with your abilities, and played in your face, all you're doing going back is giving them joy. And you're going back to give this person joy, and the only kind of joy they really get is they know they get joy because they're getting ready to give you more fucking pain. Yeah, resilience, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good, resilience. Slowly moving forward. Thank you for checking up too. You're going back to this person who gets joy out of seeing you because they're going to get even more joy by giving you pain. They're going to torture your ass. So by you going back to them, you making them happy when the only thing they're going to repay you with is sorrow. So you're going to give them joy, going back to revisit this relationship that is no good to start with. And they're going to return your favor with pain. Remember that. This should give you an idea of, this should help and make it clear that you don't need these people. You really don't. And once you get comfortable and relaxed and at peace with yourself and being by yourself, people can come and go. You won't care about them. People can come and go at will, and it won't bother you. But see, the narcissist has to be around people. They have to be around people because they cannot make themselves feel good. They have to get it from some other source. That's why they call it supply. They need to get their motivation from other people. Chosen ones motivate them damn selves. We done been through too much. We could do it all. Yeah, headaches, complete headaches. That's all it comes down to. And once you get to that point when you're at peace with yourself, everything else can come and go. That shit don't make no difference to you. It really, really don't. And then that's when they really start to freak out because they figure you be back by now. You be back in their company trying to find out what's going on in their life. And now the fact that you don't call, you don't check up, you don't email them, you don't even have them on your social media. These people know that you could go the rest of your life and never see their fucking face again. And it bothers them, you know. As much as they don't like you, it bothers them that they worry that they may never see your face again. Because you are a very, very big part of their life. They ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you that because you got main character energy. This video game is you as the main character. They know that shit. They know it. They know you're the main character. So the fact that you cut them off on every angle, no phone calls, no emails, no text messages, no social media, none of that. That shit worries them that they ain't gonna ever see your face again. Because you're that fucking important. And now that you've been alone with yourself, you're starting to realize everybody don't deserve to sit up in your face. And if people want to say that makes you think you better than, I done been through too much bullshit in my life to let my future go down without a motherfucking fight. And that's what you're saying, right? I believe it. We done been through too much to let our future go down without a fucking fight. Not happening. Nice try, though. Nice try, loser. We're not going to do it anymore. We're not going to do it anymore. We gave everybody a chance. Everybody had their season in our life where we tried to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's our turn now, and we do not apologize for that. No matter what happens, don't let go of God's hand. Because even right now with this cancer and everything that I have going on, I'm not letting go of God's hand. And my subscribers, you guys, when y'all contribute to the channel and help out and send in donations, that really, really helps me. And God does that. God is moving through you to do that. And I appreciate that because that helps. But God does not bring us this far to leave us. So sometimes it can be painfully quiet and lonesome. You have to sit through that. Go through that. Because you're learning something in that quiet. You're learning something in that quiet. This is why narcissists don't like for it to be quiet. Because God talks to us through the silence. The narcissist does not like to be without drama going on. Because if God starts talking to her, you know God gonna chew that ass up, right? That's why they like to keep shit stirred up. Because we can sit in our quiet and talk to the Most High. The narcissists do not want to be in quiet because the Most High gonna chew their ass up for the way they've been living. And they know that. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not a member, please subscribe to the channel, guys. It's right up there or right down below in the description box, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up in the video if you appreciate the content. And if you can contribute to the channel, guys, please do. Down below in the description, Cash App and PayPal are the most effective ways. Cash App, $ Anthony Young. PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. Guys, they're putting it up on the screen as well, guys. So if you can contribute, please do. God didn't bring us this far to leave us high and dry. He did not. I mean, there's some times and some days when things look really, really dark. And you're really, really wondering, have I just been left here to languish? You have not. There's always darkest before the dawn. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where you can't force it. It has to play itself. It has to play out the way it's going to play out. And you know God is a God of structure and order. So it's going to be the way it's going to be. And the narcissist is mad and they're worried because you ain't going to never talk to them again. And they know with every passing day that you do not talk to them, they're getting further and further away from being able to walk into your life and feed off of any blessings that you got. Because as time goes on, things become clearer in time. Things become clearer in time. Remember that they love to create evil and will look to create evil at every possible turn. These people don't change. Unfortunately, that's the same programming that they have always been on. They love to create evil. They love anything evil and they love to create it in the world. And if you're trying to do great things, you cannot have people like this around you because they're counterproductive. You trying to go up and they trying to pull you down. So if you're going up and they're going down, you're going to get stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. That's what the case is. Because you're trying to do great things. They don't want for nothing. They don't want to be nothing. They don't want to have shit. They just want to be. They just want to exist. So you cannot have company like that because birds of a feather flock together. Either you're going to pull them up or they're going to pull you down. And if you pull them up, they're going to turn on you once you get there anyway. If you pull them up to where you are and you get a tremendous opportunity, all they're going to do is turn on you. Because they don't want you to receive what they are not going to get. You have to do it. You have to cut these people off to save your own life half the time. You have to. Because eventually, you know what they say, they're worth more dead than alive. You never heard that before? This is what it is. This is what this means, guys. They worth more dead than alive. You got to watch out because everybody don't have a good heart, guys. Everybody does not have the Most High in them. You have to be alone with your thoughts. You really, really do. Because in those quiet times, that's when you can clearly hear the Most High. You can clearly hear the Most High. And I was thinking my life might have been somewhere else by now. Or that I was going to be doing this by now. It hasn't happened, but you got to remember, the Most High is governing your life. And His plan is perfect. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be, when they take your life and make it into a movie, this is going to be, you ain't going to have to worry about shit. The movie is going to be 100% perfect because that's the way God plans things. God don't half-ass anything, which is why Chosen Ones try to do and be the best we can be. Because we get that from the Most High, our spiritual Father. Narcissists don't want to be shit. That's because that's Satan. That's low vibrational. That's where he comes from. They are of their father. You see what I'm saying? You can do bad all by yourself. Never forget that. If they come into your life and they don't bring anything in there, and you still seem to be going down, feeling bad, looking bad, situation bad, you don't even seem happy for a new day. You're not even optimistic when you wake up in the morning about the day you're going to have. It's time to get rid of some dead weight. Because there's something rotten in that house that's bringing all the energy down. And it means it's usually a demonic spirit. Somebody in that group got something in them that's bringing that toxicness into the environment. And anybody with eyes to see and ears to hear will know. Spiritually minded people and chosen ones can point that person out. That's them. Something's off in here. It's that one right there. You can literally see the spirit on the person. You can see the spirit in them. Because when you start when you're a chosen one and you start moving up in the ranks, those demons know you. Yeah, they fucking know you. They look at you. People you don't even know will look at you. And they looking at you like this, and you looking at them like, yeah, I see it in you. I see that beast in you. I see that demon riding on you. I see that monkey on your back. And that's what it is. That's our gift. And we should never be around people who don't want us to use our gift or to be the blessing that God has set out for us to be. We shouldn't be around people like that. Because why we are here is the most important reason. And we should not have anybody around us that's trying to keep us from our appointed rounds. Because that's our spiritual contract. That's what we're supposed to do. And we all, as chosen ones, are trying to finish our appointments here on earth so that we can receive our reward. And anybody who doesn't like you using your spiritual abilities that God gave you is not one of your people. They're not. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Hit a thumbs up in the video, guys. I hope y'all appreciate the content, but that video is coming this week, where we're talking about the Nephilim spirit, and that dwells inside of the narcissist. So I'm working on that video, but me and Miss Troy gave me an idea for this, and it's a very good one, and I can't wait to get all the information out so I can get it out to you guys. So stay tuned for that one. It'll be up sometime this week. I have rent coming up soon, so anything I get as far as contributions will go to the hotel room, because Wednesday morning I have to pay. So whatever donations come in is going straight to housing. As in the description, $ Anthony Young 1978, that's Cash App, and PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. We have the GoFundMe down below, which is for the cancer, the chemo, and the upcoming surgery. Yeah, guys. And we also have the supers on YouTube. Oh, appreciate the truth. Thank you so much. See, life is hard enough. You don't need somebody around you who is constantly working against you. This is what they do. They are so defeated as an individual that they self-sabotage. They figure the world's going to fuck them over anyway, so they just fuck themselves over. That's a defeatist personality. That means you already decided that your life story was going to be, I am a victim. I am a victim. So you're going to make sure that you orchestrate everything in your life to get that desired result, as you being treated badly and abused. When the only truth out there is that you are fucking over your own self. That's what they're doing. And I'm sorry, chosen ones are not losers. We don't live with a loser mindset like that. A defeatist personality, where we always gonna see ourselves as a loser, which means that I don't care if you're a cousin, sister, brother, mama, daddy, whatever. Winners don't hang out with losers. So you can go ahead and have a good life and continue to lose. As long as breath goes into your lungs, you can continue and love to push the narrative that you lose, that you're a loser. You go right ahead. That's your story. You tell it how you want to tell it. But that's not my fucking story. And you are not going to get me mistaken with no motherfucking loser. Not having it. Not having it. So you go on your merry little way. You skip on down your little road down the street and let them clouds fall on you where they may. But that is not my story. And then this is where we parted company. A lot of chosen ones and a lot of people that were around us that didn't move the way we moved and tried to stop us from moving the way we move now. They were just a burden, a wall, a hindrance, and they had to go. They had to go. There's a lot of people out there that I have no ill will to. But for years, when they were around me, they never spoke to me. Keep that same energy. We don't have anything to talk about. Hey, how you doing now? We didn't even do that back then. And when I knew you all them years ago, you would ever talk to me, then you ain't got nothing to talk to me about now. The way the relationship is set up where we don't fuck with each other, that works for me. You see what I'm saying? That works for me. That's peaceful on both ends. It may not be on their end, but I could care less. But it's peaceful on my end, and that's the main thing. Because it all comes down to being needless distractions. And guys, remember, as long as we stay focused, God is communicating with us, and we're going to get those divine messages, and we're going to know exactly how to use the abilities that God has given us to better open the eyes of other people. And some people you have to walk around because they're going nowhere. That don't mean I mean, you can still care about that person, but you got to know that the way they live their life and the way you live your life are incompatible. They're incompatible. And know well enough to know that if that's the way they want to live, let them go be happy. And you go be happy too. That's all you can do, guys. All right, guys, this is Intuitive Anthony, guys. Later on this evening, if you feel like you can contribute to the channel, down below, Cash App and PayPal, $ Anthony Young 1978. PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. Stay tuned up this week, guys. I'm going to be doing that video content about the Nephilim and the spirit of narcissism. All right, guys, y'all have a good day. Enjoy your week, guys. If you like it, I love it, but these narcs out here cold-blooded, y'all. Take care of yourself. Peace. Okay, wait.